Okay, so for today's lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to go through different ways that you can teach someone how to do a certain task or a certain assignment. What we're going to do today is just making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is relatively simple, but you can take the same thing for going to the grocery store or balancing a checkbook or making dinner at night, whatever it is. And what we're going to do is we are going to use an app. The app is going to show you step-by-step directions on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'll go through the app with you, how it works, answer any questions, and then from there I want you to look through the app, and then you are going to go and tell your partner how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and see if they'll be able to do it. But what you're going to learn is how important it is to pay attention to details and to best be able to verbalize what you're trying to say when you're trying to complete a task, and also learn how to use this app as well. Okay, so the first part that we're going to do is you can pull out your iPhone, you can turn it on and open up the My Pictures Talk app. Okay, so once you've opened the app, you can see that there are a bunch of different slideshows on here. So we're going to start. You can just click on the first one. Okay, and the first one is going to give you directions on how you can utilize the picture on the screen or the video. If you go to the next, hit the green arrow or slide it, you'll see the blue triangle. That means there's a video. So you have the directions on the top as well. But then if you click on the video, if you're still confused by what the directions mean, you can click on that and it'll also show you how to untie or do whatever that task is. So go ahead and you can just flip through really quickly. You don't have to read them necessarily for right now. We're going to go through that in a minute, but just to familiarize yourself with the app a little bit. And if you have any questions on how that works, let me know.
Okay. Okay. Do I go back to the first thing?
Mm-hmm. What?
Do I go back to the first one?
You can, or you can leave it just on that screen. That's okay. I just want you to know how to familiarize yourself with the app a little bit. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is I'll show you how to make a sandwich. And then just so you can watch me using the app, making the sandwich, and then I'll give you back the phone. You can look through the app again and then really read through the directions, and then I'll tell you, or you can tell me how you would make a sandwich, okay? So what we are first going to do, from what the beginning of our app says, is it says to grab your ingredients, so make sure that we have everything. So we're going to need a plate, we're going to need a knife, our jelly, our peanut butter, and of course our bread. So that's step one. Then we're going to open up the bread. And we are going to pull out 2 pieces. Okay. Then we're going to open up our jar of peanut butter. We're going to stick our butter knife, make sure it's a butter knife, into the peanut butter and placing it on one of the pieces of bread. And then we are going to spread the peanut butter all over the sandwich. And then we're going to take our jelly and we're going to open it and do the same thing. We are going to go ahead and put some jelly on the bread. And spread it on. And then once that's done, you're going to put the 2 pieces together so that you have a full sandwich. And if you want to, this is up to you, but you can cut the sandwich in half. Or you can leave it whole, and then you're good to go. And then once you're done, just make sure that you close the jar of peanut butter, close the jar of jelly, and then we're going to want to go ahead and close the bag also. Okay, so do you have any questions on how we make a sandwich so far?
Nope.
Now, what directions do you think that I could have given if I was was there anything, if I was trying to be a little bit clear, that you maybe would have wanted to tell someone to start off, or someone that's never made a sandwich before that you think would have been confusing from the directions that I gave?
Not necessarily confusing, but if you wanted to say that you like wiped off the knife after using the peanut butter,
That's a good
that's
one.
like a personal thing too. So
Okay.
if you don't want to like mix your peanut butter and your jelly, so
Okay, let's write that down. All right. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'll hand this back to you, and we can take a. I'm gonna put all of our sandwiches over here as we go. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on, and go ahead and look through. Take a few minutes to really read through the directions on the app. Now that you know how to do it, make sure that you're really getting a good grasp of what it means to use the app. Go through the videos, and I'll give you a few minutes.
okay.
Okay, all set. All right, so now you can go ahead and instruct me on how to use the sandwich, on how to best make a sandwich. If you get stuck or want to ensure that you know what to do, make sure you look back on the app. That's why it's there, to help you out and help you see what it is that you need to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's get started.
So you need to get all your ingredients, which we have the peanut butter, the jelly, the knife, the plate, and the bread. And then you have to open the bag of bread.
Okay. Should I just
You have to untwist
untwist it? Pull it off?
untwist the little white clip thing. I don't know what to call it.
It's not nothing's happening.
To the right.
Oh, okay, so untwist it to the right.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then you have to twist that.
All right.
And you have to pull out 2 pieces of bread and put them on your plate.
Okay.
So you have to open the jar of peanut butter, and you have to twist to your left to open it.
Twist it to the left. Okay.
So then you have to put your knife in, the butter knife, and you have to take out like a scoop of peanut butter.
Okay.
And then you spread it on 1 piece of bread, like all over.
Okay. All right.
And then if you want to, you can wipe it off. Just so the peanut butter doesn't get in the jelly. And then you have to twist to the left to open your jelly.
Okay.
And then you stick your knife in and you take some out, and then you put that on the bread, like what you did with the peanut butter, but on the other slice of bread.
Okay. This jelly is kind of hard to
Get out.
get out there.
And then you have to put the 2 pieces together. After you're done spreading
Put
everything.
the 2 pieces together. Like this.
Other way. Yeah. So the 2 pieces, the jelly and the peanut butter are like facing each other.
Okay.
And then you can, if you want, cut the bread in half.
Okay.
Or you can just leave it whole. And then that's it for making the sandwich. But then
And
you have to
that's
like
it?
clean up.
Okay, and what's clean up?
So you have to put the lid back on the peanut butter.
Okay.
And you have to twist it closed. To the right, yeah. And then you have to do the same thing for the jelly.
Okay.
And then you have to put your tie on the on the bread bag.
Okay.
You have to like twist the bag, and
Okay.
then you have to put the tie on, and then you have to twist the tie.
Okay. And that's it?
Yep.
All right. Well, that was a really, really good job. What are some things that you thought would be a little bit, is there anything that you thought you could have explained better when you went through doing the peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
The opening and closing the bag.
Why was that?
Because I just said to like twist it open, but it would twist it the wrong way.
Right.
And then I said put the tie on, so you just like placed it on the back.
Right. And why do you think it's so important to remember those things?
Because some people have never made it before. Some people have never like used it before, so they don't know how to like work with it.
Really be specific, yeah. And then, so if you didn't have this app and you wanted someone needed to show you how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or you wanted to learn how to do something you've never done before, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what other ways do you think you could go about finding the information to make a sandwich if you didn't have, an app like this that showed you step by step?
Look somewhere else online, or
Okay.
ask like friends and family for help.
Okay. And look somewhere else online. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. And what is something that you would maybe tell someone that's never made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for tips? Extra tips.
You might need a spoon for the jelly,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like kind of hard to get with a knife.
Okay. Anything else?
And that you don't put it like this.
Mm-hmm. Just be specific,
Like
right?
that. You have to,
With
yeah.
directions on where things are going. Okay.